Ice caps are melting in a slow motion film, but I'm signing a paper in a digital realm. 30 years of breathing in a sterilized jar. I'm tracking the interest of a distant star. A cold sleep premium, a monthly fee, floating like a ghost in a sea of degrees. ABCD, the policy assigned, a Fibonacci profit that I've left behind. Coordinator where the maturity lies, a flash of data in my carbon-based dive. The ratio is silver, the compound is high, a stylish investment in a low-gravity sky. Of dreaming in a spreadsheet cell, the evolution of money is a story to tell. A synthetic future with the fixed rate sun. I'm calculating when the living is done. The city is drowning in a pool of tax, but I'm relaxing with the dividend facts. Newton, argon, a quiet aquarium. Life is a dividend in a glass solarium. A plus B equals a loss of a dream. A broadcast signal in a premium scheme. Is it a benefit? Is it a sin? Let the subaquatic maturity begin. Saving insurance, a long-term spell, a heaven design in a contract shell. The galaxy is shrinking, but my capital is safe. A tiny little ritual for a humanoid wave. 0.1 of financial error, reflected in a high definition mirror. 5, 4, 3, 2, collect the sum. The echo of logic in a world that is numb. Good night, laboratory, good night, plan. A whispered signal for a tax-free man. Calculating, compounding, goodbye. The crest of the era is starting to peel. A paper-thin future that I cannot feel. The moon is a magnet, pulling the tides, but I'm counting the days where the phantom hides. A cold sleep Monday, a digital blur. A memory of someone that I prefer. 1, 2, 3, the grid is a cage of Fibonacci ghost on a glossy page. Coordinate, oh, where the Sundays die. A flash of data in my carbon-based eyes. The ratio is golden, the ink is wet. A Life is a schedule in a glass of helium. A plus B equals a loss of a week. A broadcast signal that I'm going to seek. Is it a deadline? Is it a sin? Let the subaquatic January begin. Calendar, a square shape spell. Heaven designed in a number shell. The galaxy's shrinking, but it's trash day again. A stylish boredom in the pouring rain. 0.1, a chronological error reflected in a high definition mirror. 3031, the frequency ends. Just a series of dots where the timeline bends. Good night, laboratory, good night, June. I whispered signal for a dying moon. Updating, synchronizing goodbye. Hey. Sound of gravity is leaking on the ground. I draw a king of a kingdom that fell, a silent observer in a silicon shell. A, B, C, D, the deck is set. A Fibonacci gamble that I haven't met yet. Coordinate, oh, where the aces collide. A digital phantom on the riverside. The ratio is silver, the luck is dry. A pixelated bird in a carbon-based sky. Card game, a binary deal. A momentary lapse in the way that we feel. The galaxy is shrinking, but I need an ace. Stylish at the feet in a futuristic place. 0.1, a strategic error reflected in a high definition mirror. 3 weeks of dreaming in a velvet box, while the evolution of the planet knocks. A synthetic joker with a monotone laugh. A geometric cut on a photograph. The city is drowning in a sea of Jack, but there's no way to put the symbols back. The subaquatic ritual begin. Card game, a binary deal. A momentary lapse in the way that we feel. The galaxy is shrinking, but I need an ace. Stylish defeat in a futuristic place. 0.1, a strategic error reflected in a high definition mirror. 5, 4, 3 to collect the stack. The echo of logic in the midnight it's a dying song. 1,000 endings and I just begun. The picture is a ghost with a cold sleep stare, throwing a planet through the heavy air. An 90-mile glitch in the Milky Way, but I forgot to wish the replay today. 1, 2, 3, the count is red. A digital halo around my head. Coordinate, oh, where the impact lies. A flash of data in my carbon-based eyes. The ratio is bold and the leather is tight. A kinetic ritual in the middle of the night. Tip off, a silent collision, a momentary lapse in the television. The galaxy's shrinking, but my shoulder is sore. A stylish bruise on the dugout floor. 0.1, a physical error reflected in a high definition mirror. 3 weeks of healing in a plastic dome. I'm a lonely observer, a long way from home. The evolution of pain is a software update. A synthetic flower at the home plate. The umpire is a robot with a monotone voice. Shake your bass like I had a choice. Newton, magnesium, a quiet aquarium. Life is a curveball in a glass solarium. A plus B equals a beautiful bruise. A broadcast signal that I'm going to lose. Is it a strike? Is it a sin? Lap a subaquatic season begin. A silent collision, a momentary lapse in my television. Galaxy shrinking, but my shoulder is sore. A stylish bruise on the dugout floor. 0.1, a physical error reflected in a high definition. 5, 4, 3, 2, bass on balls. The echo of logic in the stadium halls. Good night, laboratory, good night, game. A whisper signal with an anonymous name. 'Cause this is impact. Take your base. Goodbye. The still suspension is starting to sway. A geometric rainbow in a shade of gray. The river below is a stream of data. I'll cross the border sooner or later. I forgot my umbrella in a cold sleep pod. Walking on a tightrope, whispering to God. ABCD, the structural design, a flickering light on the boundary line. Coordinate, oh, where the shadows meet. The sound of a heart and a digital beat. The ratio is silver, the tension is high. A phantom bridge in a carbon-based sky. Crossing over under the bridge. Life is a flicker on a mountain ridge. The city's drowning, but the ice is sweet. A midnight ritual on a one-way street. Bridge, a cemented arc. A neon signal in the deep sea dark. 3 weeks of dreaming in a concrete cell. The evolution of water is a story to tell. A gravity glitch on the pedestrian way. I'm floating like a ghost in the middle of May. The bridge is a ruler, measuring the void. A perfect connection for a monoid. Newton, Einstein, a quiet aquarium. The world is a stage in a glass solarium. A plus B tiny little glitch in the Google Map. Crossing over under the bridge. Life is a flicker on a mountain ridge. The city is drowning, but the ice is sweet. A midnight ritual on a one-way street. This bridge, a semantic arc, a neon signal in the deep sea dark. Zero, zero, when the bridge disappears. The echo of logic in 1,000 years. Good night, architecture, good night, rain. The signal is lost in a porcelain brain. Transferring. Completed. Goodbye. The crest of the moon is beginning to crack. A one-way ticket with no way back. The oxygen's low in the sleeping car. I'm watching the light of a dead-end star. My telescope captures a flicker of gray, but the pop-up window says, have a nice day. Click the icon, press the screen. A digital ghost in a washing machine. Coordinate, oh, the original fear. A whisper that nobody wants to hear. The ratio is golden, the signal is thin. Let the subaquatic ritual begin. Okay, okay, a binary spell, a heaven designed in a silicon shell. The galaxy's burning, but I'm doing fine. Just tracing the curve of a geometric line. Okay, okay, semantic and sweet. The rhythm of logic on a Shibuya street. Sleep for breakfast, a chemical taste. 10,000 years of industrial waste. The evolution of love is a software bug, a synthetic insect under the rug. I'm following strangers in a midnight haze. A sign-up server in a neon maze. Radius, sodium, magnesium blue. A minus B equals me without you. The end of the world is a button to press. A stylish escape from this beautiful mess. Is it real? Is it fake? I'm eating a pixelated piece of cake. Okay, okay, a binary spell, a heaven designed in a silicon shell. The galaxy's burning, but I'm doing fine. Just tracing the curve of a geometric line. Okay, okay, semantic and sweet. The rhythm of logic on a Shibuya street. Zero, zero, when the frequency dies. The reflection of data in your carbon-based eyes. System update, finalize The binary stars are beginning to rust, but I'm sweeping the floor of its stardust and dust. A trillion light years to the nearest cafe, but the radio says it's a rainy Tuesday. A cosmic collision, a crack in the sky. I'm just wondering why the milk is so dry. 1, 2, 3. The sequence is set, a Fibonacci dream that I haven't met yet. Coordinate X where the memories fade. A lukewarm soda in the arcade shake. Kinetic, magnetic, synthetic blue. My heart is a signal that's passing through you. The sun is exploding, but the laundry is wet. A digital sun in a television set. Tick-tock logic, a romantic error reflected in a high-definition mirror. Closely for dinner in a styrofoam tray. The evolution of humans is getting in the way. A gravity glitch in the convenience store. I'm floating an inch above the linoleum floor. The end of the era is a cry, a surprise, like a pixel that flickers in your carbon-based eyes. Neon, argon, a silent museum. Life is a ghost in a glass coliseum. A time speed equals a beautiful void. I'm a humanoid toy that you cannot avoid. Kinetic, magnetic, synthetic blue. My heart is a signal that's passing through you. The sun is exploding, but the laundry is wet. A digital sun in a television set. Tick-tock logic, a romantic error reflected in a high-definition mirror. 0, 0, 1, the frequency ends. Just a series of dots where the light wave bends. Good night, laboratory, good night, town. The world is a clock that is winding down, 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 down. Disconnecting. The grass disappointed, it's starting to fake, but I'm counting the bubbles in a strawberry shake. Vacuum cleaners humming on a perfect C sharp. A tectonic shift, a string on a harp. 3,000 years in that time in the box. Well, I'm looking forward to a mismatched socks. X, Y, Z, the origin is code. Story told in silver and gold. They just dream, so they dream logic in the rain. A tiny little spark in the porcelain brain. Isotonic, periodic, aeon light tonic. My heart is a circuit, so ultrasonic. The universe is shrinking, but the toast is burned. Lessons from the satellite that never will learn. Click-clack, semantic, automatic love. Watching all the debris from the balcony above. Midnight geometry on the kitchen floor. I'm coasting the hallway is asking for more. Evolution digital cake. The city is a grid of anonymous names, playing hide and seek in the microwave flames. Radius sodium, quiet aquarium. Life is a flicker and a blast delirium. A plus B equals a loss of gravity. I'm falling in love with a beautiful cavity. Subatomic, periodic, neolite tonic. My heart is a circuit so ultrasonic. The universe is shrinking, but the toast is burned. Lessons from the satellite could never learn. Click, clack, semantic, automatic love. Watching all the debris from the balcony above. 5, 4, 3, 2, 0.1. The simulation has only just begun. Good night, laboratory, good night, sky. A whisper signal, a mechanical sigh. Scanning, scanning, goodbye. The magnetic pull is starting to shift, but I'm calculating interest drift. 30 years of oxygen in a rented room. I'm tracking the dead in the cosmic gloom. A cold sleep mortgage, a monthly sigh, floating like a ghost in a carbon-based sky. A, B, C, D, the variable rate of Fibonacci trapped at the garden gate. Coordinator, where the balance dies. A flash of data in my inorganic eyes. The ratio is golden, the percentage is high. A stylish disaster in the blink of an eye. Long interest, a numerical spell. A heaven designed in a credit shell. The galaxy's shrinking, but the principle stays. A tiny little ritual for the end of days. 0.1, a financial error, reflected in a high definition mirror. Dreaming in a spreadsheet cell. The evolution of debt is a story to tell. A synthetic future with a fixed rate sun. I'm wondering when the repayment is done. The city is drowning in a pool of tax, but I'm relaxing with the amortization facts. Newton, Nargan, quiet aquarium. Life is a flat rate in a glass solarium. A plus B equals a loss of a dream. A broadcast signal in a borrowing scheme. Is it a benefit? Is it a sin? Let the subaquatic installment begin. Long interest, a numerical spell. A heaven designed in a credit shell. The galaxy's shrinking, but the principle stays. A tiny little ritual for the end of days. 0.1, a financial error, reflected in a high definition mirror. 5, 4, 3, 2, collect. vintage telephone. The solar system is dissolving in a cup of tea, but I'm more concerned about my late night delivery. A, B, C, D, E, F, exit signs. Counting prime numbers between the lines. Coordinate, oh, where the ghosts collide. Newton is weeping on the seaside. Digital, visual, visual logic. My DNA is a pop art project. The world ended twice, but the Wi-Fi is fine. I'm tracing the curve of a Fibonacci line. Oh, 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 semi-automatic. Everything's static, so charismatic. Cold sleep for lunch in a plastic container. I'm a silent observer, a midnight campaigner. The traffic light turns violet, stop the evolution. A sugar-coated glitch in the human resolution. In Akashira, Andromeda, Shibuya sky. We are the signals that never say goodbye. A minus B equals a feeling floating. Anonymity is the code I encode. Digital, ritual, visual logic. My DNA is a pop art project. The world ended twice, but the Wi-Fi is fine. I'm tracing the curve of a Fibonacci line. Oh, 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 semi-automatic. Everything's static, so charismatic.